Hello, it is I, Steel Cat, and welcome to another live stream. Seems like nobody's here yet, but that's pretty normal for the first stream after daylight savings time begins here in the good old US of A. So that's pretty much to be expected. So we're just gonna roll with it and see who filters in as time goes by. Letting the music down a little bit here. Alrighty. Minimize that. See, I'm gonna give my usual shout outs as I always do. Shout out to Pikachu. Over there on the left, just running forever. Shout out to my Patreon dudes in the top left corner. Thank you, fellows. And in the top right, shout out to neocities.org. I got a new website over there. You can go check it out. Link should be in the description. Let me double check that real quick. Stream settings. Stream settings. I can't even see. Hold on. The description. Oh my goodness. The link is not in the description. No, I'm just going to add it real quick. I'm just typing. Bing. Hopefully I don't misspell anything. I'm gonna add the www dot just, you know, because nobody really. Alright, let me just test that out real quick. Actually, I can't really from here, so never mind. It should be there now, and it'll probably work. It's probably a good link that works and stuff. So yeah, we shall see, my peeps. Anywho, in the meantime, we're gonna do this one way or another. I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit more. Right there. And we're going to remove the welcome signage. And move the chat where it needs to go. Hold on. So I'll keep Discord open for now. People might try to contact me during this. Good morning, Soybean. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. And on this beautiful first stream after daylight savings time. Don't you love daylight savings time, my dudes? Okay, let's see. Whose fault is daylight savings time? Okay. I'm gonna Google that. Whose fault is daylight savings time? Okay, I'm Googling this right now. No joke. Okay, actually, I'm on start page, but who cares? Did Ben Franklin invent daylight savings time? So actually, it's the New Zealand entomologist George Hudson. In 1895. But Benjamin Franklin was still kind of vaguely involved. Yeah, he was still kind of vaguely involved. And he said if we did it, we would save money on candles and lamp oil. Thanks, daylight savings. Thanks, Benjamin Franklin / George Hudson. And whoever else was involved in this dreadful idea. Thank you so much. Really, it's an entomologist, supposedly, according to this random website I found. Not random, it's the Ben Franklin Institute. The Franklin Institute. Like, it wasn't his fault. He was just totally for the idea. Okay, so I guess I don't have to blame Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin You were up real early, 6 a.m. I woke up. That means you woke up at 5 a.m. Okay, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But like, it's 7:21 in the morning right now. Okay, just so you know. Like, of course for you it's 8:21 where you live. But yeah. So daylight savings time is a lie. It is wrong. It's terrible, and it must be stopped at all costs. It must be put to an end right now. Anywho, I've been trying to get like obviously you can't see my Windows environment, but I've been trying to get some kind of working thing that makes the windows look like the Windows 7 arrow glass theme. So far, I haven't been able to get it to work, but I'm on a weird nostalgia kick right now. Anywho, so didn't I hear they announced Windows 12, or was that just like a rumor that never actually happened? I don't know. Let's go. We're going back to Norway this morning, my dudes, and prepare for a shock. This is going to be a special moment. We're going into the first sunrise of spring season, assuming I did everything correctly and the file doesn't just crash the game. So let's find out what happens. Hold on, I have a Discord message. Why do I have a Discord? Why? No, that's not a Discord message. That's just that was an empty ping. Who's? I hate it when Discord gives me pings and it's nothing. Alright, I'm gonna bring my chat to the big screen. There we go. Now we're ready. Ready to go to Norway. Ready to see what it looks like in this beautiful world in spring. I clicked the button. The game did not crash, my dudes. Oh, by the way, I changed. Yeah, I at the end of the last stream, I changed this. This. And stuff is cooking behind me. And if you're wondering about the thumbnail, I did use a copy of the world to get a screenshot. So there's some dudes outside. Let's go take a look. Let's go see the world from up here. There's snow. Not much snow really fell here because we didn't spend much time here in the winter. We mostly just got out of this place. And it is like really dark. The fog is thickening. Hold on, F3. Why does it say winter? Hold on, you guys. Did I just forget? Hold on, we're gonna go to instance folder. I might have to just edit the world file. I think I edited the wrong world file instead of editing both. Okay, properties. Oh, come on. Don't just sit there and... So, my Windows 10 build, it has always had a very slow Windows Explorer. So, like, I'll right-click on something, and then a blue circle sits there for 10 seconds before it does anything. It's really annoying. So, if I accidentally right-click on something, I just gotta sit there and wait before I can do anything else. Season. Here we go. Okay. Save. Alright, I've saved it, and we're getting back into it. Here we go. Hopefully it works this time. Snowing last night, 20 degrees this morning. It's still winter IRL. What am I even talking about? Ah, there we go. Look at that beautiful spring color all of a sudden. Somebody's burning to death. Can't see him, but there's also a spider. Excuse me, spider, but could you just leave? For real? Okay, here. There we go. Oh, look at this. Guys. We gotta go see this. Gotta get up on the roof and watch this beautiful sunrise. There it is. See, there's the sun, but you can't actually see it because the fog is like slowly fading away. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, wow. There goes the fog. Oh, oh. And the birds are singing. Oh my gosh, guys. It is spring. Spring has come to Block Game. It is spring in Block Game, my dudes. The fog is fading away. Just look at it. It's glorious. This background music is not very conducive. Hold on. It's gotta be like a... Let's try something else. Oh, here we go. This is more like it. Spring vibes. Let's go. Look at this place. It's beautiful. Look at the grass, the lighting, the sky. Ah. It's like a fresh new world. Still a little bit of fog, but it's fading. It's fading. Alright, let's see here. I'll get my boots on. Let's go take a look at this place. That glorious sky. Yes, the vibes, dude. The vibes. Yes. Yeah, just like close your eye. Just pretend it's not snowing outside. I mean, it's definitely spring here in Alabama. There's like, it is super duper spring here in Alabama. But in like normal world, where there's 4 real seasons, like 4 full seasons, you know. All right. Here's my river. Here's the dirt I was placing. I have a lot more dirt to place. Oh, by the way, I forgot about my tea. Hold on. So this time I'm trying something called matcha green tea. With honey, of course, otherwise it tastes like nothing. Yeah, it's pretty much the same in Wyoming, where I'm from. I do like this sky, I have to admit. Something about this sky. I'm gonna take a screenshot right there. Boom. Boom. Something about that just works. I like it. Okay. False sense of hope for the first week of March. Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna go back up to the mountain just to get a look at this place. Now that it's not covered in winter fog constantly. There are 2 pumpkins over here that I just never bothered to collect. Collecting them now. They don't really fit in anymore. I don't have any pickaxes on. Why do I have no pickaxes on me right now? That like never happens. These boots suck for climbing mountains. Okay, there's the river. Go to the top of the mountain. So yeah, so I've got projects in the main world to continue. Obviously the lake / river being number 1. Number 2 being I wanted to build like a lodge by the lake eventually, and also a hiking trail up the mountain. This is gonna be like a state park kind of deal. Alright, so yeah, I think the river. Did I already widen it, or do I need to widen? I think I might need to widen it. I don't know. But I think I'm just gonna finish it first. I'm just gonna continue placing dirt. I guess this is gonna be a dirt placing stream. Very exciting. That's okay, it gives me time to yap, you know. I can yap all morning. What can I yap about? Let's see. I haven't actually made a list, but I can talk more about my website, what I've been doing with... I don't know, somebody died here. You ever get lonely in Minecraft? It's like, man, it's like nobody's here. No NPCs, really. Even in modern Minecraft. Like, sure, there's NPCs, but, like, none of them are like you know? There's villagers, but, like, those aren't... Like, are villagers human? Like... Because it's implied that the player is a human. Like, in a blocky sense, in the Minecraft sense of whatever the... Okay. You have to turn this, Now, there needs to be a weather slider. A weather volume slider, because the weather volume is always too loud. So, anywho, what was I saying? I have no idea now. I was, like, yapping about... Oh, yeah. So, the Minecraft mobs in the modern game. Yeah, the glory of spring rain, which, by the way, it doesn't have to be this dark, does it? Well, this is pretty much Alabama in spring. Alabama in spring is either... we get a lot of rain in spring, obviously. Like, that's when most places get their most precipitation, whether it be snow, rain, or both. So we do get a lot of rain this time of year. And... Oh, I need... Okay, I keep forgetting... I keep getting distracted by, like, the stuff that's happening in the world around me. I need to go into my house and grab the dirt so I can do my job. Okay? Okay, just because it's a Saturday doesn't mean I don't have a job. Okay, I'm not getting... Well, technically I am getting paid to place dirt now that I think about it, because I do have the Patreon. And so I'm getting paid, like, I don't know, $8 a month to place dirt in Minecraft. It is so absurd to think about. Like, logically, there's just that's just a weird thing. Why do I just have no... I have, like, no resources right now. I have to go back to... Yeah, I have to go... All my stuff is in the Netherlands, basically. Tea is cool enough to drink directly, I think. Alright, how's this place look in the spring? Does it still suck? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's just get all this stuff. It doesn't need to be here anymore. Like, a lot of this... Oh, there's some dirt here, though. I'll come back for it if I need it. Yes, this is what you pay me for, to place dirt. Place the dirt and be happy. Alright, let's see. Alright, there's nothing I really care enough about right now to bring with me. Just bring the ores. And we'll come back. Wow, that was cut off. Huh. Weird. Let's see, and then what's the other place I was in? I was in Paradise World, which is just gonna melt, and I'm gonna always gonna go back there. I already brought all the That was weird. Like, the rain sound just wasn't playing for a while. Place the dirt and give me vibes. You remember, have you seen Shrek 4? There's the scene where the kid's like, do the roar. Do the roar. Except for, in my case, it's, you know, give me vibes. Give me vibes. Alright, I don't need 2 lighters right now. I don't even need 1, really. This stuff can go here. No. I hate when I accidentally click on that stuff. Pumpkins. Wait. Did the pumpkins even go? Oh, that's right. I used all my pumpkins making stupid stinking... whatchamacallums. Snowmen. Made all these stupid stinking snowmen. Here we go. We're just... No, I don't need that. Just... dirt. Man, I don't have nearly as much dirt as I thought I did, do I? I'm just going to take what I got here. These barrels for now. Yeah, I'm going to empty this barrel real quick. I'm surprised I could place that there. I wasn't expecting to be able to. Okay, let's get a new pickaxe. Okay, see you soon. I guess an iron pickaxe, because I don't feel like using any of this right now. Sticks. Sticks. I got some sticks. I just need to have... I don't even need a pickaxe right now. I feel weird without one. It's like feeling naked without your watch kind of deal, you know? You wear one. Alright. Let's go. Oh, really? It's nighttime now? Just like that, it's nighttime? Seriously? You know what? I'm gonna... That's... See, this is what it's like to play Minecraft, kids. It's not worth it. Minecraft is not worth it, my friends. Minecraft was a huge mistake. You shouldn't play this game. Now it's nighttime. Now I can't go work outside. At least it's not a blood moon. Could be worse. But what am I gonna do inside? There's like nothing to do in here, man. Stare at this painting. Is that supposed to be like... I think that's a woman with her head turned. And like the background is like the ocean or something. I don't really know. It's really hard to tell. I have some pumpkins out here. I'm just gonna go collect those real quick. I really don't need these out here anymore. This is no longer the autumn vibes world it once was. Very nice, very nice. I also lost approximately 2 pounds this week after a week of gaining almost a pound. So 12 pounds in March. That's crazy, dude. 1 in half a month. Wow. I guess I've lost, if I do the math, hold on. I guess I gained a pound and then I lost 2 pounds. So I guess I've lost a single pound in March. So I'm trying to lose 3 every month. Alright, so put the pumpkins away. This is no longer the autumn vibes world, sadly. This is now the spring vibes world. And by spring vibes, we mean it's dark and it's raining. Which is pretty accurate, actually. It's actually kind of accurate. Everything else in life is going to be depression. At least I'm going to be skinny and depressed. That is, yeah, I can agree with that, you know. I mean, think about it, you know. If you can't afford to eat, you may as well just not eat. And then you'll be... you'll lose weight. Okay, I've got to find something to do besides just standing here. I don't know. I seriously don't. How am I supposed to pass the time at night? Just wander around and kill things? I think that's the struggle of playing a version of Minecraft with no sleeping, no night skipping. Why is there? Oh, there's torches. It's just like there's like nothing to do when nighttime comes. You're just kind of, oh yeah, I'm just here in the world, just kind of hanging out. I could farm and possibly get killed while I do it because I won't hear anything that's sneaking up on me because of the stupid rain. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something in real life. Okay, I'm gonna be right here. Okay, I'm going to step away from the mic. I'm going to open up the window that is behind me and let in that fresh air. We're gonna let that fresh air inspire creativity we need in life. Yeah, okay, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I don't know how much of that y'all heard with the OBS audio filtering and whatnot, which is active, right? Let me just double check it. Okay, it is. Yeah, just check. But yeah, there is now a window open behind, and it's beautiful. So beautiful. Just the light coming in, the air. That window doesn't have a screen, by the way. So I have this little screen that I bought on Amazon that that kind of sits in there, and you have to shut the window on it pretty hard to make sure it doesn't wiggle and move. You know, nothing big could get through it. Something super small could probably crawl around the corners, but all right. I'm not too worried about it. It's a pretty high up window, so. All right. We gotta find some indoor project to work on because this is just gonna be every night in this world. Also, how do I make it stop raining? Is there like an anti-rain totem? Can we have an anti-rain totem method, please? So I can make it stop raining. This rain sucks in this game. Rain just makes this game bad. Place some torches around the farm. Even though they're just going to burn out. It's okay, though. But yeah, my website. Let me yap about my website. My website's coming along slowly. I'm still very far from, like, being a quote-unquote skilled pro gamer, you know. But, yeah, I've got a cute little website going on. I'm going to add pages to it pretty soon. I actually started working on that this morning. I created some pages that now technically exist. They have, like, no content, but they exist, technically speaking. And, they're going to have stuff on them. And it's going to be cool. And I also want to get a guest book working, but I'm not ready for that yet. And it's gonna have to be a hosted guest book, so that means it's a third-party host. And I just kind of inject that into my website using something called iframe, which I don't really understand what it means yet, which is why I haven't done it yet. As I mentioned in my latest thoughts and notes thing, I don't want to add anything to this website that I don't understand how it works, you know, because I want to actually learn this stuff. I want to actually be like competently creating it and not just copy pasting a bunch of crap and not really understanding how it works. So yeah, kind of like how AI researchers don't really understand how their stuff works. Yeah. So, because yeah, like if I really wanted to, I could go to ChatGPT and be like, "Hey, I want this and this and this on my website. Can you just like code all this for me?" And be like, "Yeah, sir, chill," and it would do it, and it would work probably. But it would not be. It wouldn't be mine. It wouldn't be my stuff that I made. It would just be stuff that something else made. The stuff that the AI crap made. Oh, it's sunrise. Beautiful sunrise. I have a bunch of torches I don't need. That's not where they go. They go over here. I think. I could be wrong. Let's go. Look at that. It's glorious. Oh. At least it's not winter anymore, and the sunrises aren't quite so ridiculously... The nights aren't so ridiculously long. We can actually do stuff during the day. It's amazing. Amazing. Can you imagine playing this in the summer? I could just work all day. I could actually accomplish things in this world because I would have like time or something. You know? It'd be so cool. Alright, so I've just been... Oh, there's just a dude on fire. Look at that. Wouldn't use the AI count as plagiarism because it's pulling from others' works? I mean, that depends. Like, is the AI an other? Like, is the AI count as like an other whose work can be pulled from? Actually, I think there was a recent Supreme Court thing where some company or whatever was saying that its AI created thing was copyrighted. And it went through several lower courts, and these lower courts said, no, you can't copyright it because you didn't make it, some machine algorithm made it, so you can't copyright it. And then it got all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said that they're not even going to hear the case. Like they refuse to hear the case at all, which means it's pretty much dead in the water now. And so AI copyright is kind of in a legal gray area now, I think. Oh, I see. Yeah, it always pulls from others' work. Well, yeah, but I mean, it does, I suppose. I don't know. That's a good question. Because, I mean, yeah, I asked ChatGPT how to do a marquee, and it told me how to do a marquee. So if typing marquee text / marquee is plagiarism, then, well, I guess I'm in trouble. But I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm only using ChatGPT to, like, learn techniques to do things, and then I make my own code using the technique. Because sometimes the tutorials that I have available just haven't been teaching me the things I want to know. I think the tutorials are somewhat... Some of the tutorials are kind of business-oriented. So, like, they don't get into, like, old-school stuff like, oh, here's how you make a marquee for your cozy personal website. Yeah. The art side, yeah, the art side of things. Well, obviously, I'm not using AI art on anything I'm gonna do for that. Rah. Yeah, learning isn't plagiarism. Really, you're right. You're right. All right, let's open up some barrels of dirt. There's so much dirt placed in this stream. kind of disgusting how much dirt this is actually going to take. Because like I'm going to go through all this dirt in this stream, and it's going to barely make a dent on this this valley that we're trying to make. I'm literally trying to build a valley in Minecraft. It's like full stop. That's the what's being attempted here. Yeah, anywho, what else is there going on in life? My mile a day challenge thing hasn't been going very well. I've been running several times a week, and I've been walking several times a week, but it hasn't been every day. So like this week I ran 3 times and I walked like 2 or 3 times. But I should be running. I'm trying to run 4 times a week and walk 3 times a week. Or 4. Run 3 times, walk 4 times. That's what I'm trying to do. No, run 4 times, walk 3 times. That's what I'm trying to do. Whatever I'm trying to do. Whatever it is, I don't know. Okay. Walk through this valley. So the it's gonna connect like there, and those kind of places. Have a duck. Duck fact: ducks have wings. Told you. See, I told you they have wings. Look at that. Did you see him flap his wings? Proof. This is proof. Live on camera. Ducks have wings. Y'all doubted me. Y'all said I was crazy. You told me I was a liar. Well, who's laughing now? Women says, I've been doing okay. Seem to gain weight on the weekends and lose it during the week. I have to be more strict at some point. Yeah, I've got to be a little bit more strict sometimes. I'm gonna... It's Lent right now, so that kind of helps, because I've got... Basically, I've got dieting built in. The week of Easter, I'm probably not going to lose any weight. I might even gain a pound, because I'm going to forgo all diet restrictions at that point for that week. And then I'm going to go right back to... some level of dieting at that point. Slash the intermittent fasting and all that. But for that 1 week, it's going to be like, nah. Alright, I think this tree has to go. I think this... Or I could just build over this tree. I could just build over these trees. Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing that. I can just build right over. Howdy, Firestorm 4477. Welcome back to the stream. I like this matcha green tea stuff. It has a little bit of a kick to it, which is nice. In terms of gaming, as a gamer, I've been still working through Pokemon Yellow slowly but surely. On my little Mayu Mini Game Boy thing. And slow progress. Like, I just got to Mount Moon. There's a patch of grass right outside Mount Moon where I sit there and level up everything I've got so far. At like 3 times speed because it's emulation. They called me a madman. They called me a cheater. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm going into Mount Moon with Pikachu, obviously, because it's Pokemon Yellow. And like half the point of Pokemon Yellow is like, ooh, Pikachu follows me around. Isn't that cute? Isn't it cute and fluffy? And so because it's cute and fluffy, you just turn your brain off and let Pikachu follow you around, even though it's probably useless in the late game. Uh-oh. Oh no. The darkness is falling once more. I'm trying to cover all these patches of gravel because, like, believe it or not, if you go into the mountains for real, like, yeah, there may be gravel. There may be some rocks and stuff. But it's not going to be like, it's not like this, okay? Not what it looks like. At least not where I'm from. Alright. I guess we're going back inside, probably. Don't really want to, but hey, why do I don't want these on the torches. Hey. Oh, man. Oh, man. I guess I could light some torches. No reason I can't just do that. Firestorm says, fun story about YouTube. My username was Firestorm447, which I seem to remember. But when they made everyone have a unique name, they gave that to someone else and gave you an extra 7. Oh, geez. Well, darn. Yeah, I think I remember your username. Even though you had the older account, more views, more subs. Thanks, YouTube. Good job. So now somebody else is running around pretending to be Firestorm447. But the real Firestorm447 is with us today. We've got an exclusive interview. Oh, dang it. No! I hate it when my ears itch. I just hate it. I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. Creeper. I'm trying to drink my tea with the one hand and run with the other hand. I'm using the touchpad to turn. I can't right click with this touchpad. It's not easily. Okay, I'm inside. Alright, see you later, soybean. Have fun. That's good tea. I like this tea. Okay, so I'm once again hiding inside. I'm wondering what I should do with my life. Let's go down into the basement. There's gotta be something more we can do with this basement, right? And right now it's just a big hallway full of lava. Lava and these things. What colors have we not made yet? What worlds have we not made yet, I wonder? I think there's only like one more available world type. And then the other one, if we made one more, it would literally just be a copy of this place. I'm gonna go fight monsters. that I want to hang out in the house and do nothing. I don't know what else to do. I have no projects I want to complete on this world besides everything that's outside. There's nothing I want to do in the basement. And if I leave this world for another world, time doesn't pass here, so I won't be getting any closer to sunrise that way. Where's the moon? There's the moon. Hello, moon. Oh, it's almost halfway through the night already. That's cool. That's cool. That was fast. How'd that happen? I don't know. I forgot we had these berries here, and I forget how to plant them. I think you just try to grow them. I think they just grow naturally if you place enough bone meal down, not bone meal, but fertilizer. Eventually they grow. That was a few months ago now. Did that. I'm going back to placing dirt. I don't want to. I'm going to place dirt all night. I don't care. There's nothing else to do in this world right now. Just play some dirt. Play some dirt. That's the thing we're doing today. Play some more dirt. If I weren't placing dirt, I'd have nothing else to do in life. You know? Placing dirt is the purpose of my existence. That and increasing shareholder value. Which is really sad because technically the company I work for is not publicly traded. So actually, I am not increasing shareholder value, which means that I am not living up to my purpose in life, you know? Alright, we're going up to a 3rd level in our valley here. I don't know if it's too soon or not, but we're just gonna go for it. Hope it works out. That's all we can do. Just keep looking around. There could be anything at any time. And of course, because the sun is shining through the window behind me, I can hardly see because of all the little dirt and splotches on my screen that I always forget to clean. Noobcraft. I am a noob. A noob, I tell you. Uh-oh. Where's the spider? Is it? Oh, it must be underneath me. Okay. Yeah, I'd be seeing it by now if it were anywhere I could actually get to it. Hello, spiders. I thought that was a creeper for a second. It was just a torch. It's about how well I can see right now. Oh boy. Oh, thank goodness, the sunrise is coming. Oh, hello, dude. I like it when the spiders jump at you and then don't hurt you. It's kind of funny. It's like, oh, you just want to be friends? Just want to hang out and play? Ow. The spider is still after me. He's so determined. Honestly, kind of an inspiration, you know? That despite many setbacks and that, you know, so much time without success, he just keeps trying. You know? Challenge complete a stack of seasons. Okay. What does that even mean? Achievements, challenges. Stack of survive for 64 days. Okay, I did it. I survived for 64 days. That means it must be day 64 in this world now. Yep, look on the left side. Center, center left. Ooh, what music is this? I like it. This is Chillcraft. Because we are Bing's chilling, I guess. Why would I say such a thing? It's diabolical. Diabolical, dude. Utter such words. Yeah, I don't know if this dirt really belongs here or not, but it's going to be here for now. Alright, so this is my valley. Look at that. It's almost looking like one from inside of it. I think it's going to look nice eventually. It's just going to take a long time. Alright, now I have 2 of these empty barrels. Good. Alright. And I, like, my mind is gone. I forgot to write down things to talk about this week. Which was a huge mistake. There's this one thing I wrote down in my notebook. There's this, like, I have some negative things I can talk about, but I don't want to talk about negative things right now. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer and start talking about, like, the economy or something. You know, current events. I don't feel like doing that right now. There's this weird thing on the road I wrote down that I saw the other day. Actually, that I've seen a few times because I've been down this road a few times. I saw it the other day and I wrote it down, like its location, in my little pocket notebook so I wouldn't forget, so I can look it up later. I'll try to anyway. I tried to look it up on Google Maps. It's this like dude, and he has these big painted signs all over whatever this thing is that he owns on the side of the road, or this building. And like I think one of the signs says like spiritual grandpa on YouTube or something ridiculous like that. I don't know what it's called. But I gotta look at it. I'm curious. I gotta see what this stuff is about. Problem is, whenever I see it, I'm driving, and it's a pretty long drive to get there, and then to get back. So I never remember to actually do anything about it. So I wrote it down in a pocket notebook. I just haven't remembered to go look it up on Google Maps and see what it looks like. It's a bit out of the way, and I'm always at work when I drive by it, or like on my way to something that's time sensitive. So I can't just like, oh, I'm gonna get in the car and go look at it, you know? It's like an hour away. There's also this one that I saw here in town, driving by one of these, somebody had this, their whole, it's a driveway, but it looks like an abandoned house. Doesn't look like anybody lives there. There's no car outside, no lights on. But, like somebody has this long note written in the driveway, and they're like, City Council is trying to poison me. Please help before my court date or I'm gonna die. Like, whoa, okay, buddy. Some, little bit of craziness going on there. Oh, hello, cow. There's a racist cow here today. Good morning. There's a KK cow right there. Look at that. That's an inside joke that the people aren't even here to hear it. So I don't know why I'm making that joke. Bum, ba, da, bum, bum, bum. Anybody else want to go to Europe? I think it'd be cool. Go see the world a little bit. I know my wife wants to go see the world. I don't really care if I see the world or not, honestly. I'm perfectly content to just hang out in my corner of existence and just explore that area, you know. I'm perfectly happy with that. Just give me like a 300-mile radius around my house and let me explore that and I'll be happy. Depending on where my house is, I prefer back home in Wyoming, obviously. Give me that same radius here, and it's like, okay, there's not much I really care about, but thanks. No offense to the locals or anything. This ain't really my place. But, this past Christmas, we went to this thing called the Kindle Mart in Coleman, Alabama. And, spent way too much money there because there was some good food. There was some bad food, too. But there was some good food. the most part, I'm just content to just go hike the local trails, you know. I miss home. Go back. I like where my wife's from too. My wife from the Philippines, or island. Pretty cool place. I don't actually know what it's like to live there yet, obviously. I've never, like, you know, been there and, like, had a job, you know. You know, lived a normal life in that place, but from what I've seen and experienced of it, I do like it a lot. Pretty cool. There's some ways in which it is actually more like where I'm from, as much as that sounds like crazy. But like where I'm from, you can see the horizon on a pretty regular basis. It's not the case here in Alabama. You just, most days you just cannot see the horizon. Like I see like a small sliver of the horizon, like, you know, a couple times a week probably here, versus like broad swaths of it every single day where I'm from. Whereas where my wife is from, you actually do see the horizon quite a bit, which is cool. It makes it feel a lot less closed in, unlike this place. I always feel like I'm in some green prison. It's worse in the summer when the leaves come out, which is happening. The leaves are starting to come out. So the yeah, it sucks, but oh well. And it's gonna be hot. Of course, it's hot and humid in the Philippines too, but it's I don't know. For some reason, it feels different. It feels like a different quality to it, and it never really changes either. It's a pretty constant. There's like no real temperature swings, and you don't really get. I think it helps that there's not as much concrete and asphalt too. I think that helps a little bit. There is definitely concrete and asphalt, but not as much. Okay, I can't really see what I'm doing now. I'm going to head back inside or something. Do I don't think. Hello, pig. He oinked at me. He really oinked at me. Wow. Alright. I'm tempted to build a road from my house to the lake. Like an actual road. Just straight through there. Just a nice, clean road. I suppose I could. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to do that or not. Alright, my tea's pretty much done for, so I'm just going to switch to the water. Went to the gym 3 times this week. My wife and I. Probably going to stay home. Money is just continuing to be as tight as ever. Like, we like to go do things, on the weekends, on Saturdays. But doing things costs money. Even if you don't spend any money at the thing that you do, you still gotta pay for gas to get there. So we're trying not to do anything this weekend. We might take a walk from the house. That's about it. No gas involved. Could really help things. But I'm always just I'm always amazed, like the second week after I get paid, at like how quickly my cash has depleted. Just from going to Walmart alone. Just from getting regular old groceries for the most part. It's just, it's absurd. I know, it's the most uncreative thing in the world to complain about money. Like, oh wow, how original, you're complaining about money. Welcome to Earth, you must be new here, you know. So I could build a road. Just like a nice clean road right there. It just goes straight through here. I think I will. What am I going to build it out of? I like building roads. Roads are great. Roads are fantastic. I love roads. Everybody loves roads. Roads. I like roads. That's it. Just a nice clean road through here. Cobble. We're going to build it out of cobble because we have oodles of cobble right now. I'm just gonna grab a couple stacks of cobble real quick. Maybe put some this nonsense away. They have so much nonsense in my inventory. Gotta watch my back. Could be creepers anywhere. Let's just make it like a 2-block wide road, I think. I don't think it needs to be a super wide thing. A nice 2-block wide road going this way. Obviously this isn't a clean road yet. It'll be clean later, don't worry. We're just laying it out for now. Excuse me, fellas. This is a toll road. You're not allowed. Y'all ain't got no money, do you? That's what I thought. Okay, nice clean road is happening. Yes. Then we'll go down one level right here. We continue forward. I hear something. Where is it? Oh. He's right behind me, isn't he? Alright. Ooh, and my wife and I have almost finished Person of Interest. We're working through the 5th season right now. We've got like 6 episodes left. The epic conclusion. I have to say, watching something you like with another person you never watched it with before, it's a very different perspective on life. It's interesting. She's from a whole different culture. She processes things a lot differently than I do. It's very interesting to hear what she thinks of this kind of stuff. Like at the gym, I had on the gym TV, you can like turn on some free stuff. So I turned on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. She was like, she was flabbergasted by the characters with the weird faces. She was like, what on earth? She's never really watched Star Trek before. She's like, why do these people got weird faces? I guess they don't really do sci-fi in the Philippines so much. Like they've got there's like Filipino superhero shows and like shows about magical stuff happening, but they don't really have like sci-fi as a it's not a very popular genre over there. Oh no, oh no, oh no. He gone? Okay, he's gone. Good. Alright, we can play some dirt again. Finally. Following my true passion in life, placing dirt. This is what when they asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up, I was like, yes, I want to place dirt. That's all I want to do. And the kids were like, I want to be the president. I want to be a policeman. I want to be Batman. I want to place dirt. I want to place so much dirt that it numbs the mind. That it numbs and boggles the mind at the same time, as a matter of fact. Yes. The mind will be numbed and boggled by the amount of dirt being placed. Numbed, boggled, and perhaps even flabbergasted. Although nobody really says that their mind is flabbergasted. They just say that they themselves are flabbergasted. Like, I'm flabbergasted. Nobody says like, oh, that flabbergasts my mind. Nobody says that. Alright, this is going to be such a monster farm down here during the daytime. Ugh. I mean, I suppose no worse than the caves themselves, but I'm just going to hear it all the time as I'm walking around this valley. I'm just going to hear monsters underneath. Could be slightly annoying, but oh well. I'm still thinking about the Ambernick RG476H. I definitely can't afford it, so I'm not gonna get it. I'm just thinking about it. That's all I'm saying. Like sometimes I just want to sit down and play a Super Nintendo game, and I do have my little setup on the TV. There's just something cozy about the handheld thing, which is why I've just been playing the Pokemon. Really, if I'm gonna sit down and play a game, probably going to be on my computer playing The Craft. Very cool. Look at all that. Beautiful. Okay, I think I'm ready to raise it up by one more level. Guess. I don't know. I think I'll widen this part just a little more. Ew. Here we go, the good version of Pig Step. It's coming in for the win. No, not the rain. So much for winning. Alright, next level. Next layer. Valley. Coming in. Let's see, who's here right now? Could be one, okay. So whoever's left, does anybody have a favorite Star Trek? Mine is Deep Space... Oh, crud. Mine is Deep Space Nine. I like pretty much all the 90s Trek. Actually, one of the guys at the gym has been watching... he plays the original Star Trek, which actually has some interesting episodes, I have to say. It's more interesting than I thought it would be. I've never really looked into it that much. I always thought it was kind of corny. And I suppose it is, but... I mean... Let's not lie to ourselves. Next Generation is pretty corny, too. Pretty campy, sometimes. It's fun. Sometimes it actually has some really good stories. But Deep Space Nine is by far my favorite. I think it does the best character work. Probably the whole series. And all that stuff. Voyager was alright, it was interesting. It had some good episodes. It had some really good one-off episodes. Some of the best in the whole franchise, but there was a lot of junk to sift through to get there. Then it had some characters that just never really had any real development, per se. Like, the two bros. I don't even remember their names. But the bros. The jock and the Asian nerd dude, basically. They were pretty much... Nothing really happened with those characters. They were just kind of there. They were best friends. But they were just there. Every once in a while they did something, I guess. Their character development just wasn't... I don't know, just never seemed to really go anywhere. Seven of Nine and the EMH are about the only two characters that really got any serious development on that show. Everybody else was just kind of 2D, you know, kind of like, oh, it's, you know, it's the same thing every week with these guys. Is the grass growing? Is this grass growing because it's spring? Is that what happens in spring? Does the grass grow? Grass growing in Minecraft? In my Minecraft? Alright, let's see how the valley looks from down here. Looks nice, looks nice. I think it looks nice. Yeah, this is starting to look nice. I like it. Bottom. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, let's boop. Place some dirt. Place some dirt. Everywhere we go, just placing some dirt. I have no brain, no thoughts at all. I just place dirt in Minecraft. This is my job. It's my weekend job, placing dirt in Minecraft. My side gig, you know? Placing dirt. Soybean literally pays me to do this. Okay. He literally pays me $3 a month so I can come on here and... No. No. Not the blood moon. I'm placing dirt, okay? I'm busy. Leave me alone. I don't have time for a blood moon. I've got dirt to place. No. I don't want a blood moon. I just want to place dirt. I can't see anything because it's raining and it's a blood moon at the same time. Completely blinded. Okay, hold on. Let's get the boots on and get the heck out of here. We got a blood moon to take care of. In this house, we hate Indev Plus. And Minecraft in general. This game sucks. I don't like playing Minecraft anymore. I don't want to play Minecraft. Mommy. Please, Mommy, don't make me play Minecraft. I'm tired this morning. Perpetually sleep deprived. Who needs sleep? I mean, sleep is so overrated, my dudes. Oh. Okay. Forgive me. I was just trying to wake up a little bit. Stretching and stuff. Those away for now. Some other nonsense away, I guess. Wait, that away, that away, that away. Let's grab... Oh, I don't have a golden sword right now. I have to make one. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. Gold sword. Where's the wood? There it is. Don't even need that many sticks. What am I doing? Gold sword. Here we go. Put that away. Okay, let's go get him. Wait, hold on. Let's go to the roof first, and then we'll get him. Ah, come on. There we go. That's because I can't see anything. Options, graphics. We're gonna go. Fast effects. There we go. Okay. Oh man, I can't see a thing. So many smudges on my screen. I could just not be tired. Then I could do things in life. Can you imagine the things I could do in life if I was not tired? I sure can't. Ew. To my left, there is a bookshelf with lots of books I haven't read yet. I've read a few of them, but I definitely have more books I haven't read compared to books I have. I'd like to start rectifying that. I've got another week of just keeping my phone in the closet when I'm home, and it is working for the most part. It really has helped a lot in my efforts to not be addicted to my phone. It's especially good on the weekends because I can go like many hours of daytime just not even knowing my phone exists. It's kind of fantastic. Versus during the weekdays, like it's nice because I wake up and my phone doesn't exist. But when I go to work, all of a sudden my phone exists again because obviously I got to take it to work. And then in the evening I can put it away for a while, but then I got to get it out again because we're going to the gym, you know, and all that. But on the weekends, it just stays in there. It could stay in there almost around the clock until we actually go somewhere, you know. Like on Sunday we go to church and then I bring it. But what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Okay then. Dude just destroyed my door. Excuse me, sir. You're gonna have to pay for that. Yeah, that's gonna be like at least a couple $100 to replace, okay? I'll take it out of your paycheck. What the heck? At least I have a new door right here. Yay. Good thing I had an extra door sitting around. Okay, where are the Giamontes? Not the Giamontes, the Gigantes. Now, what kind of music do we got going on here? No, we've been playing Sonic and Chill for a minute. I didn't even realize. This is the same music that played at the beginning of our stream and stuff. Huh. Oh, no, this is a different one. Okay, never mind. This is not the same one. Alright, this is fine. Yeah, let's move the music. Let's see what we got. Sure, this works. You know what would be nice if the rain would just stop? Turning the game sound off completely. I'm sick of it. At least the environmental sounds. Sick of hearing it. Shut up. I don't want to hear you no more. Okay, I want to turn it all the way down. Golly. Be dramatic about it. Turn it like 25% instead of 50%. This music, the tune reminds me of some song from the 70s. Like Sir Galahad. Hold on. Let me Google this. Tin Man. Yeah, hold on. It reminds me of Tin Man by America. Hold on, let me just go back a minute. I go to the beginning here. Hold on. It reminds me of Tin Man by America. Let's listen to it again. Turn it up a little bit. Obviously, I can't just go play Tin Man for y'all, but Okay, daylight is coming. Where are the giants? Where are they? I just don't think we're getting any this time. Which I don't really mind, because I don't really feel like fighting one, to be honest. I don't really feel like doing anything. I'm in a weird mood this morning. I'm just too tired. I guess. Just too mentally tired. I don't really feel like doing much in this particular... Excuse me, you, bruh. Ugh. I'm really out of the loop lately. You know, in part because I'm not on my phone anymore. So, like, all the stuff I used to learn about just by scrolling through Facebook, I don't even know about it anymore. And in a way, it's actually been really nice. Because that means I have no idea what I'm supposed to be mad about, what I'm supposed to feel like I'm missing out on. Because the screen isn't telling me anymore. Okay, options, graphics, let's go to fancy effects again. Oh, look at the sunrise. I hate you, Rain. Go to hell, Rain. You ruined my life. Look at this crap. Muddy-ass world. Right, I'm just gonna go this way. Bye, guys. Yeah, keep shooting. I don't care. Na 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 I'm gonna place a little more dirt. I'm probably gonna cut the stream short today. Not a whole lot of activity in chat. Not a whole lot going on. It's pretty low energy. Like last week was low energy too, but it wasn't quite like this. This is different. This is like I'm kind of just kind of not feeling it, you know. I might cut it a little short and just kind of let's all go do our Saturday thing, you know. I mean, I could just finish off the... Oh, I have a lot of dirt to finish off. It would be great, though, if this rain would stop. That'd make me really happy. I could go into the metadata and say, you know, it will now rain in 1 million ticks. Goodbye. I could do that. It is possible for me to do. There's nothing stopping me from doing that, really. Let me go up on the mountain and see what things are looking like from up there. It's curious. Curioso. Turn the music down a little. I like how I can precisely control the volume of the music now, thanks to Foobar. It's much nicer in that regard than Windows Media Player was. However, it doesn't have a proper shuffle feature that I've found. Foobar can pick a random song, but then it's just going to play through the list in order after that. So if you want to keep shuffling, you have to keep pressing that button every time you get to the end of the song. Alright, well that's looking pretty decent, I suppose. Definitely doesn't look like the surrounding terrain, the natural terrain, but it looks okay. Obviously, it's not going to look very Indev-y, you know, but it looks okay. It's got a certain amount of randomness to it, which is good. See it from a different angle here. Oh, finally. Finally, the rain stops. Thank heavens. That looks pretty alright. Looks pretty alright, I think. Hello, cow. Moo too. Let's finish the stream off with something. Welcome, Method. Oh, come on. Alright, let's finish the stream off with something like this. Here we go. Welcome, Method. You finally made it. You're here. I didn't think you would be here today. Welcome to the stream, Method. It's been a pretty low energy stream. I've just been kind of yapping to myself about kind of nothing, really. Like, normally I have something to talk about, but this week I've just been talking about nothing the whole time. I forgot that you start earlier. That was meeting with a friend who will be taking care of Gordon while I'm in Portugal next week. Yes, Gordon the cat. The greatest cat of all time. Gordon the Great. I spent the vast majority of my time this stream placing dirt. And I also had a blood moon, but there were no giants. I had a good breakfast this morning, though. But it's one good thing I can say. I have a good breakfast every Saturday morning. I always have my fried egg sandwich. Two fried egg sandwiches. Delish. That's right, there was some music what was the music I was gonna add to... That's right, there was some other lo-fi I was gonna add. Okay. Just making a mental note to myself. Not that I'll remember it or anything, but on the off chance that I do, it's there. Oh no. Should have seen that one coming. 3 more stacks of dirt. I'm just covering these trees. I'm not even bothering with them. They'll just become part of the underworld. This music is nice. It feels better. Been taking in the spring vibes on Indev Plus all morning and placing dirt. Even at night, I've been placing dirt because there's nothing else to do at night, so I just place dirt. Also, I reached day 64, so I got the challenge. The, whatchamacallit, that one, Stack of Seasons. I got that one. Even though I haven't actually seen all 4 seasons yet. I have played 64 days. So, cool. My river valley is coming along. Actually, it looks like a valley when you walk through it now, at least on one side. Of course, the other side is not happening yet, but it's okay. I'm going to try to cover most of that gravel with grass, I think. I don't know. Maybe I won't. No, there goes the sunset. Oh, I don't want to place it anymore. Seriously, I have 5 more barrels of dirt. Oh. Why did I do this to myself? This is torture. Why did I think this was a good idea? Like, yeah, what I want to do is I want to place thousands of blocks of dirt and build a literal valley in Minecraft. Oh, look at that nice flower. Just looks, wow. Just standing alone upon the hilltop. F2. I took a screenshot of the pretty flower. There's another one. F2. Getting dark. No. Yeah, Method Daylight Savings Time has come. I'm surprised I didn't rant about Daylight Savings Time in this stream. I could. I totally could have. I just didn't get around to it. Probably should have, too. Because I hate Daylight Savings Time. More than most people do. I have a special kind of hatred for it. I know that sounds dramatic, but if you hear the things I have to say about it, you'll understand. I don't just think it's annoying. I think it's, like, actually morally wrong and diabolical. Zero joke. Oh, I have to get more dirt out. I hate dirt. I hate dirt. I hate dirt. I hate Minecraft. I hate Indev. I hate this game. This Minecraft bad, not dumb. I'd rather be playing like Lufia 2 for the SNES right now. Okay. I started watching a Let's Play of that by Nintendo Capri Sun yesterday. I was like, you know what? Actually, this game actually looks interesting, so I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna go try to play it myself and not get spoiled about it. You know. I don't want all them spoilers. You know. Since Nintendo games are so, I only play real games for the PlayStation. Sega does what Nintendo don't. mean, does Sega really do what Nintendo don't? Because I'm pretty sure they both make games, right? PC Master Race, very cool. PC is the only true master race. I mean, think about it. Was Hitler a PC gamer? No. Well, what does that tell you? Okay. His whole master race thing was a vain fantasy. Okay. Because he was not a PC gamer. Okay. He was probably just a filthy console gamer, actually. So his whole crusade against a supposedly inferior race was just it was dumb because he wasn't a PC gamer. Okay? If he was a PC gamer and he wanted to wipe out console gamers from the face of the earth and like, oh, the console gamers, they own the banks, you know? Like, okay, I can get down with that, you know? But his thing was like, oh, the juice box, you know? Oh, those darn juice boxes. Oh. No, it's all their fault. It's like, okay, whatever. Whatever, Gramps. Take your meds. Go to bed. Sorry, just a moment. Well, this is coming together. It's starting to look like a real landscape. It could use some flowers or something. I'll probably go through and do that later. Make it look a little bit less barren. It doesn't matter how many torches I place, they're all going to burn out anyway. It's pointless. Pointless. There's no hope. This game sucks. I hate her Bloodwoods. I hate her Minecraft. I hate gaming. Oh, I'm out of torches. Okay. That explains it. It's too dark to work now. Where's the moon? There it is. Well, the moon is working on setting, so that's good. It says, I hate her exercising. It makes me tired and painful. You gotta have some exercise, man. You gotta go to the gym and work out and pump iron and grind, dude. You gotta grind, man. You gotta live for that Sigma grind set, you know? Like I do. You know, just look at me. I'm totally buff. Like, you guys don't know. Behind the camera, I'm like a buff, chiseled Chadicus Brodicus III looking dude, alright? You you have a gay moment. What happened, Method? Tell us about your gay moment that you had today. What happened? We were in Welcome back, Soybean. We're talking about Method's gay moment. Okay, so you were in KFC with your friend and a group of metalheads entered the place. Like, metalheads, hardcore. Two of them had long hair and corpse paint. What? Oh no. No, 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 no. No, Method. No, no. This is bad. This is... Oh no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. This story is going downhill so fast. I can see it rocketing downhill. Like, it is going downhill with rocket boosters. I already know this is going bad places. Oh, bro. Oh, the pain, dude. The pain, bro. Bruh. 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 Look at this dude. This spider just gave an opinion on your story. He was like, bruh, no, bruh, no. It's gay because Method thought he saw a cute goth GF of his future, but it was not the cute goth GF of his dreams. Actually, it was actually a dude. It was just totally a dude named David. Fooled you. Fooled you. Oh no, no. So like, why was David looking like David, bruh, bruh? You should have walked up to this guy and be like, "Can we be friends, bro?" By the way, bro, you look like a girl, so you know. Maybe you should do. Maybe you should change your look a little bit. I understand you're going for a radical style, man, but golly. I am dutifully placing dirt method. You know why? Because this is what soybean pays me to do. Okay, it pays me $3 a month, so in order to place dirt in Minecraft. I am a slave to the system. Please, please help. Please send help. I mean, this is looking nice though. It's starting to look like an actual little valley, which I really like. It's actually working. It doesn't look like the natural terrain gen, obviously. It's gonna be obvious that it was, you know, made by hand. But it's still gonna look like a valley, you know? It's still gonna look natural in a different sense. Not in the Minecrafty natural sense, like, oh, this looks like natural terrain gen. It's gonna look like natural terrain with a period, you know? Oh, so they were painted up like the band Kiss. Okay, just like ridiculously overpainted. I'm gonna go punch some sheep. You were bamboozled. You have lost 3 straight points today, sir. You have lost 3 points today. You were only 14 straight points away from being declared legally gay. You, you must guard yourself in the future. You were catfished. You were catfished by yourself. Sheep, come here. Sheep plus rabbit equals shabbit. Reap. Where'd the sheep go? There was one over here. I was gonna punch it. You go this way? No. It disappeared. It despawned, I think. Oh well. So now that there's people here to listen to me, can I rant about daylight savings time now? Can I tell you how much I hate daylight savings time? Can I please tell you? Please tell you how much I hate daylight savings time and how much I think that the people who decided it was a good idea should be strung up, shot. That their corpses, if they're dead, and they are, should be disinterred. Okay, and then they should be hung, burned, and scattered for the crows. Okay. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Okay. Okay, daylight savings time. Finally, I can rant about that. Frickin' daylight savings time. Okay. Frickin' daylight, frickin' savings, frickin' time. First of all, it's an absolute lie. Okay. Move your clocks forward 1 hour. Okay. The time changes. Time doesn't change. Okay. The sun does not look down upon our clocks and say, well, golly, I guess I'm gonna do something different. No, it doesn't care. It doesn't know. It thinks we're stupid. Okay, the sun thinks we're stupid, and the sun is right. Okay, so, oh my gosh, where do I even begin with my vile hatred of this disgusting practice known as daylight savings time? Anyway, I have so much I could say about it. I don't even know where to begin, but it is just, I don't know. No, it's insane. It is a genuinely insane practice that we partake in. Okay, like no sane culture would be like, yeah, we're going to fuck ourselves twice a year by moving the clock around and just messing with our circadian rhythms intentionally twice a year. That sounds like we're talking about Valentine's Day. Nice. Still tired and you slept 9 hours. Yeah. Because, like, what does your clock say right now? It says 11:15. It is not 11:15. It is actually 10:15. Your body knows it's 10:15, but the damn clock is lying to you. Why? Because the government told you to. Because the government told everybody to, and everybody has to comply or face the consequences of being shoved out of the economy, because whatever job you work at is going by daylight savings time. Whatever bank you go to is going by daylight savings time. Okay. You know what we need to do next year? Next year at this time, next year in the month of March, we need to revolt, okay? We need to have an actual daylight savings time revolt. We all need to show up at work at the time that we would if we didn't do daylight savings time, okay? At, like, the real time, okay? Because what's happened for the past week, the clock, the time didn't magically move around, okay? What happened is I've been going into work an hour early for the past week, and I'm going to go into work an hour early for the next several months, and we're all going to pretend it's 7 o'clock, but the reality is that it's actually 6 o'clock, because that's the damn time. Anywho, I don't know what else to say at that point. I mean, I think that pretty much sums it up for the most part. I could probably say more. Probably make a really long rant if I wanted to. I could write it down. Write it down. Since daylight saving time never bothered me, I barely sleep to begin with. Oh. Ugh. Okay, you can hate Valentine's Day all you want. I don't really care. I love waking up extra early for work and not getting extra pay. Yeah, yeah. And we all just start doing everything an hour earlier for like 8 months, and then we go back to not doing everything. Then we go back to, did we do everything an hour later? Well, one is standard time, but standard time is shorter these days. It's like 4 to 5 months. I love your government. You never do anything. Thanks, Uncle Sam. This was a brilliant idea that you had. I'm so thankful that you had this brilliant idea, Uncle Sam. It's a really good idea, Uncle Sam. I'm really glad that we do this now, Uncle Sam. Thank you, Uncle Sam. Oh, the nightfall is coming. I guess I'm gonna go like another layer higher now. Here we go. Yep. No. I hate daylight savings time so much. What else is there to talk about in the world? I haven't talked about politics yet this whole stream, even though there's been some things going down. I haven't even mentioned, like, war or anything in this whole stream. Believe it or not. God bless America. This is what I voted for. Oh my god. Okay, so I saw this comment section. I mentioned it to you, Zobie, the other day. I saw this comment section. But people were like... This is how demented people are in the left versus right situation, okay? Okay, there's a lot of people who voted for Trump this time around. Who voted because they thought that he was gonna... like do things to lower the prices and also just kind of just undo some of the nonsense from the Biden days, let's just say. And then he was like, of course, the immigration thing too, which I don't even entirely agree with certain aspects of that policy, but just in general, like, sure, yeah, we got to have immigration laws and stuff, obviously. Those have always been enforced, but for some reason we're all mad now that Trump's doing it. Except that ICE is kind of being dicks right now. So at the same time, because they got quotas and stuff, now it's I don't know, it's complicated. There's problems, no matter how you look at it. Yeah, well, here's the problem with what you just said, Nathan. Okay, here's the problem with what you just said. Because a lot of those people are now looking at what's actually happening, and they're saying, this isn't what we voted for. We are not happy with what has happened. And then people in this like comments were like, yeah, well, those people actually did vote for this secretly. They just don't know it. See, it's that whole aspect of like the enemy is too stupid to know what they actually voted for, but also secretly nefarious at the same time, like super intelligent and nefarious. It's the same thing the Nazis did with the Jews. Like, the Jews were super stupid, but also they were highly intelligent and controlled all of society and had all this nefarious whatever. It was kind of the same thing. People in this comment section were like, some people were like guys, like, chill out. It's like it's okay for people to like learn from their mistake and be like, oh yeah, this was a bad idea. We don't want this. They're like, no, that's not good enough. Those people have to like suffer or something, as if they aren't already suffering with the rest of us in this shit-ass economy. It's just like, when are we going to learn that this whole right versus left, this rabid right versus left mindset is not helping us? I've had this analogy once, like, I've thought about it. It's like, it's kind of like in America, we're basically like ants that are screaming at and yelling at each other and getting mad at each other because the other ants voted for a different grasshopper. But at the end of the day, we're all getting stomped by the stinking grasshoppers, no matter who they are, Whether they're red, blue, whatever. He's lowering the gas price. Yeah, he's not lowering the gas prices. Remember, guys, both parties were in the files. That is very true. That is very true indeed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what opinion to have about what's going on in Iran right now, to be honest. Because on the one hand, I think that the Ayatollah government being just wiped off the face of the earth is just objectively a good thing. That's one of the most vile governments that's ever existed in the history of mankind. But on the other hand, like, okay, like, what exactly are we doing? Are you winning? Says Ant. Always so much winning, Ant. 16951. Welcome to the stream. If you have a favorite politician, you lost the point of having government. Yeah, do I have a favorite politician? No, I don't think I do. I can't think of anybody that I really like that much. Mustache man moment. So much. Yeah, I'm a little tired of winning, to be honest. I think I could do with a little bit less winning at this point. Every time I go to the grocery store, every time I go to Walmart, I'm like, man, I'm kind of tired of winning. Yeah, if you would kindly just take over the entire world, take over the entire planet, and rename it all to Bulgaria. Just rename everything to Bulgaria, okay? Like, the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America is now just the Gulf of Bulgaria, okay? And then, like, the Rocky Mountains are the Bulgarian mountains. And the Himalayas are the Bulgarias. Just make everything Bulgarian. Yeah, please make the winning stop. Anytime the winning can stop. I really like the winning to stop at this point, okay? It's like, even my dad agrees with me. And, like, he was like... He's probably more conservative than I am. At the end of the day. Like, more strictly speaking. And even he's like, he agrees with me. Like, the Trump thing was like, people were hoping that we would no longer be on the spinning teacups that we were on during the post-COVID years. And then Trump was like, yeah, I'm in power now, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the teacups and we're going to spin them in the other direction twice as fast. How does that feel? Like, this does not feel good. No, we wanted the spinning teacups to frickin' stop, not for the settings to change. It really is that that meme from Megamind. It's like, you've saved us. Then whatever his name is like, I wouldn't really say saved. I'd say more like under new management. That's pretty much what's going on in the American government right now. It's like we've gone from whatever the heck was going on during the Biden years. We had like a barely functional half vegetable for president. And now we have the turd sandwich. or is it giant dish? There was this South Park thing back in the day, back in like 2016. Where they're like, here's your two candidates. You got a turd sandwich, you got a giant douche. I think Trump was a giant douche in that cartoon. It's like, here you go, you get to vote for one of these two. They both suck. They're both awful choices. Enjoy. So much spinning, it rhymes with winning. Play it safe so you can get a second term, then go wild. Now we have a deranged lunatic. Yay! We either get, like, a dementiated half vegetable. He's probably not even making his own damn decisions. Or... like, yeah, a borderline deranged lunatic who, like... I miss the days when the worst thing about Trump was his stupid tweets. Fizz icing on Phuket. He might bring about World War III just to keep the files from releasing. Yeah, thanks, guys. The illusion of choice. Brilliant. Now they're talking the draft, which is just... oh joy. The draft. Just what we need. Okay. Yes, you should organize a Bulgarian coup. I would like a president born this century. Well, that's not even legal yet. They have to be at least 35. I would like a president born within the latter half of the previous century. Like, how about a president who was born, like, after World War II? Or whatever, the Korean War, let's just say. Maybe even after the Vietnam War. Wouldn't that be something? Like, what about a guy in his 50s or something? Maybe even 40s. Go wild, you know? Think big. Like, imagine a president being 35 is arbitrary. Yeah, that's kind of true. But imagine a president that was born like just any time that anybody remembers anymore. Like, why is it always got to be the oldest people in the stinking country that are running the whole show? I've become the nuclear powerhouse of Europe. Brilliant. Do it. Do it now. Like, what time is it? 10:30 a.m. Golly. Just when it was getting exciting and we were talking about politics. Welcome, Steve Red Watson. We were just talking about the political situation. First we were ranting about daylight savings time, and then I was just like losing my mind about just the absurdity of everything that's happening in the world. But, yeah. So I haven't really kept up with all the details, honestly, of the war in the land that people ran to. In part because there's the whole fog of war thing, so it's like good journalists will tell you this, that when, you know, like if they're being honest, they'll say that when a war is actually happening, you can get a lot of juicy headlines, but nobody really knows what the heck is going on during the war itself. Nobody really knows what happened until after the fact. If the trumpet man wants to run for a third term, you can also break the law. You can also break the law and run for president at 26. Yes, do it. I will vote for you. You don't have daylight savings time? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's wonderful. You must live in a more sane part of the world. Daylight savings time is just absurd. It is an absurd and ridiculous concept, and it needs to die. So, I mean, if you become president, will you fund my liberation campaign? T-Bread has been playing Box Players 10K sub 24-hour server. It got griefed like heck in the last time. Whitman says no more world, please. Arizona is so based. Welcome, Neo Sentience Incarnate. Everybody's showing up right at the last minute. Oh my gosh, I gotta start. Well, I mean, I would start streaming later, but I want to do other things on Saturday besides stream. You know, I have like other things I like to do on Saturdays besides just stream, believe it or not. I ran actually based because it banned Valentine's Day. Yes. So based. I think if they add steel to Minecraft, the recipe should include cat hair and then it would be called Steel Cat. Get out. Sort of had no interest in playing on that. Who is Box Blair? I don't even know who Box Blair is. He's like one of the many people that I'm probably subscribed to, but never actually watch their videos because I don't have freaking time. So yeah, for that reason, just because of the fog of war, and because there's so much crap going on, because it's kind of complicated, because like the Iranian government deserves everything they're getting thrown at them right now. But at the same time, I don't really know how the Iranian people are faring. You know, I don't really know exactly what's going on with them. And because I haven't been on the Facebook or anything lately, which, by the way, I think I mentioned earlier while nobody was here, is fantastic. It's fantastic not to be on Facebook, because I have no idea what I'm supposed to be mad about or what I'm supposed to feel like I'm missing out on. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be mad about right now. Like, I guess I'm supposed to be mad about something in Iran, but I don't know exactly what. I really don't know. Like, I honestly cannot tell you. Because I ain't been on the social medias. So I just don't know. And it's kind of a wonderful thing. So I don't know what the debate is. I don't know what the libtards and the conservatards are yelling at each other for. I can't really tell from this distance because I'm not on the phone. I don't know what they're pissing about on Reddit and Facebook and everywhere else. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And I'm kind of okay with that for the most part. Hold on, what's going on? Oh, the back to beta server. Okay. Your feet are cold. Why do we need to be mad? What's the point? We need to be mad at daylight savings time. That's what I'm mad about. I hate daylight savings time. I hate it so much. It's a passion. I think it's genuinely... It's not just annoying. It's actually wrong. It's actually genuinely wrong. And it needs to stop. Iranian people are, of course, overjoyed with the liberation the U.S. is bringing to them. Just like 23 years ago somewhere else. Let's start with the letters IRA. The only good thing about Valentine's Day is you get to excuse to do a workshop on Plato's conception of... What? I'm glad for you, Aunt. You don't gotta be mad at daylight savings time because you don't have it. I'm gonna move to Arizona. Screw this. I'm gonna move to Arizona because there's no daylight savings time. That's a good enough reason. I don't have to know what else is in Arizona. I just know there's no daylight savings time. So it's got to be a far superior place to every other state. Just based on that fact alone. Steve says, last year I had a breakup before Valentine's Day. Ate the whole chocolate hearts box alone. Ouch. Not a bad chocolate box, though. That's true, but then if you don't have Facebook, you won't get plus 10 free gems on Dragon City for connecting your profile to your FB account. Somebody says, my first act as president would be destroy daylight savings time, Valentine's Day, and make Bulgaria a superpower in Europe. I don't think you can destroy Valentine's Day. Like, Americans don't take kindly to things being outlawed. And if you just say, well, it's no longer a national holiday, I mean, it's not a federal holiday anyway. It's just a holiday that people do voluntarily of their own free will. And companies take advantage of it and market it, and it becomes like a self-sustaining spiral. When I become dictator, I will ban Valentine's Day. Replace it with my birthday being a national holiday. Win-win. Will you invite the entire country here for your birthday? Yeah, I want to be invited to your birthday party in the United States of Bulgaria, okay? Americans don't take kindly to anything. That's true. You're gonna tell me to stop drinking and driving? What is this, a communist country? I actually saw this video recently from like the 80s where they're implementing some state or whatever was starting to implement driving laws. They were like, are you tell me I can't, if I want, if after my 10-hour shift, I can't drink on the way home? What is this, communism? Worldwide Bulgarian Federation. think one of the Bushes responded with the American lifestyle is non-negotiable during a UN meeting on climate emissions. Wow. You know, maybe the American lifestyle, in some ways, is kind of stupid, actually. Like, all you have to do is just drive in one of our cities for a day, and you'll understand. You'll be like, what the hell is wrong with this place? Oh, here's another one. Okay. The reason I couldn't talk earlier is I forgot to write everything down, but it's all coming to me now. Here's another thing, okay, that I think is ridiculous. Okay. It's right up there with daylight savings time for me. It's just as much of a sickness on our society. Okay. This is a genuine, like, mental illness as far as I'm concerned. When it comes to the discussion about housing prices, we've all heard it before. Okay. People talk about this thing called home equity. And home equity is an economic term for, like, the preservation of value in your home as an economic asset so that it can be resold at a high price at a later time. Okay? So when people talk about, like, when boomers are talking about houses, okay, they speak of their homes having this thing called equity. Okay. And if you, I swear, if you went back even 100 years, 100 years, 200 years, 500 years, 1,000 years, and asked anybody, almost anybody, about their home equity, they would look at you like you were an alien from another planet, and you would deserve it. You would deserve to be looked at that way, and you would probably deserve whatever insults they would come up with to describe you to your face. Be like, shut your mouth, you filthy nincompoop. Whatever they would say. Because, okay, what is a home? What's a house for? What are houses for? Houses are for living in, right? Houses are so that you can have a place to live, okay, and have a roof over your head and a place where your family can grow up and call home. That's what it's for, okay? This whole idea that houses are investment properties, that they're something you're supposed to buy and then hope to make money on later, is just absurd. It's completely absurd. And everybody knows it. Neo says, we no longer live in our homes, we just habitate them. They're not spaces of true living where the things in them speak to us. It's a piece of land you rent, buy, and quote-unquote invest in. You love Heidegger's analysis on technological conception of being. That sounds interesting. But yeah, basically we've got this concept where, yeah, a house isn't... A home is no longer... Like, we've removed it from its... Okay. We removed it from its real definition, basically. We've separated it from its real definition and made it into this economic thing. And here's what's really frustrating about it, because if you argue with that, if like somebody is spewing this nonsense about home equity, and you argue with that, what they're going to come back to you, they're going to come back to you with economic facts that are technically correct about you know, home value and equity and all this other bullshit. Like, it's all technically, descriptively correct, just like science is technically descriptively correct, okay? So it's kind of like if you went to, let me just use a very extreme example, okay? If you went to, like, the Nazis or some other, you know, bad people in World War II who were, like, doing human experiments on their bad things, and you were like, you know, you probably shouldn't do human experiments. I think it's actually a pretty bad thing. And they'd be sitting there like, and then they start spewing a bunch of science to you. You know, like, you don't even understand what you're talking about because you don't know about the science of what we're dealing with here. And like, and it would all be technically correct stuff. Technically, the science would be perfectly sound. Okay, it's just that the entire concept of using science in this way is just absurd to begin with. but you can't even get to that part of the conversation because they can't imagine it. It's not... They've separated themselves from that part of their humanity, quite frankly. And I think the same thing happens, you know, in a less extreme form with excuse me, get away, sir. Get away. Okay. With this home equity thing, and like in an economic rather than scientific way. Like, oh yeah, it's all economically sound, this theory you're talking about, but why the heck are you even... What's the need for this theory? Why do you feel the need for this theory to exist in the first place? Like, why can't you just have your home and live in it rather than trying to turn it into some money machine? Let's see, what is... Neo says, Heidegger thinks that we are in an age where everything is reduced to a resource and we ourselves are reduced to managers of resources. That's the thing, it should never have been about the numbers or the objective facts. It's about having a place to be. No. Heidegger says that science does not think. Yeah, that makes sense. Science does a lot of useful stuff. You know, technology, science, economics. These are all very powerful systems that do things, okay? But they don't contain meaning in and of themselves. So if you confuse them for the meaning of the thing, then you just lose some of your humanity in the process. Which is how you get, you know, brain dead takes like, you know, if the millennials can afford homes, then what about my home equity, you know? If we get rid of zoning laws, what about my resale value, you know? Like, who gives a damn about your resale value? Do you want to live in this place or not? And if you don't want to live in it, why the hell did you buy it? Neo says, but yeah, it's the bureaucracy that rules our age. Similar thing to networking, quote unquote, by the way. This is dirt poor Robin's coded too, by the way. Yes, totally. So it says even the Nazis had quote-unquote scientific reasons for all the things they did. They were masters of manipulation. People get enough information, they're just willing to accept the way things are. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, yesterday I was listening to a Dr. K video, and he was talking about the ways in which intelligent people, like genuinely highly intelligent people, fool themselves and become kind of stupid. It's actually a good video. Just go look it up, Healthy Gamer GG, and search keywords like intelligent, stupid. And you'll probably get to the video. And it's about 20 minutes long, and he just kind of explains like how genuinely high IQ people can be really, really stupid sometimes, because I think the main takeaway for that for me was something they do, perhaps something we all do to some extent within our given intelligence capacity, is you know, from time to time in life when we get things wrong, inevitably, is they will apply a rubric that works in one field to all fields, basically. So if you apply, it's like if you have a capitalistic mindset and you apply that mindset to everything, then you're going to come up with really stupid ideas that are intelligently articulated, such as home equity and how important it is for your home to have equity. And it's really important that your home has equity so that someday when you're 97 and you feel like selling the thing, you can sell it at like 20 times what you bought it for to somebody who makes the same amount of money you made when you bought it, you know, who's like a single mother struggling to raise her children and just wants to live, doesn't want to spend the rest of her life renting. You know what I mean. You get the idea of what I'm trying to communicate. Method says that explains why I'm stupid. Yes, yes. Go watch the video and it will explain why you're so freaking stupid, Method. Oh my god. I'm joking. Living says same. This is, I'm supposed to have a good IQ and yet I'm brain dead. Seriously, go watch that video. It's actually really interesting. Might be helpful. My IQ was somewhere between 114 and 120. That's pretty good. I don't know what mine was. I supposedly had a really high IQ when I was in like 3rd grade. Couldn't tell you what it was though. But supposedly I was like a little boy genius at some point in my life, and apparently I'm really smart. But I don't know if I feel smart. I never really thought I was smart when I was in school, and I probably was pretty smart. But at this point, I don't even know if I am smart because I've made so many dumb decisions in life that it's hard to believe I'm smart at this point. So there you go. Think of how much you'll gain 3 seconds. Think of how much you'll gain 3 seconds before you'll die. Yeah, just think of like all the wealth you could accumulate. You know, there's like some proverb, like some like ancient Chinese proverb, and it like really describes like the older generation in contemporary America. But it's something to do with basically it's really amassing wealth in old age is like packing your bags at the end of a journey. Which I don't think it really translates well into our contemporary cultural situation, because we would think like, oh, I'm on vacation and packing my bags to go home and I've got souvenirs, you know. But like, I think what he's saying in his situation is like, you've just gone on a journey to another country to trade spices or whatever the heck, and now you're gonna try to, in addition to the thing you went there for, you're now gonna try to get a bunch of stuff and money and more clothes and everything, and then you gotta, you know, when you're already going home, you know, I don't know, something like that. Beth said I did a real test when I was diagnosed with autism. Okay. So remember, the IQ is a measure that selects for very specific tasks under a strict definition of intelligence like pattern recognition. And that's probably why I got a fairly high score at that time, because pattern recognition, I'm actually pretty... By the way, that's why a lot of really smart people, genuinely intelligent people, why a lot of the conspiracy theorists that everybody thinks are stupid, and in a certain way they are, you know, all the flat earthers and whatnot, but that doesn't necessarily mean they have a low IQ. They're very good at pattern recognition, and sometimes good pattern recognition that isn't tempered with a certain level of wisdom about just like kind of pattern recognition just left to its own devices, not being curtailed by other aspects of intelligence, can be a huge problem. Which is why there's a lot of really smart people that think the Earth is flat, or you know, that think, you know, other wild conspiracy theories. But then again, we're living in the age of freaking files, you know, PDF files. We're living in that age where like so many of the conspiracy theories were like, oh, okay, that was kind of true. Anywho, guys, it is almost 11 o'clock. I really do need to end this stream, even though I'm kind of on a roll here. Yeah, hence think about applying one pattern from one field to another. Yeah. Be right back getting grapes. Method is going to get things other than grapes on their way back. This was fun. Yeah, this was fun. I'm going to stream next week again, most likely. Well, yeah, probably going to stream. Again, my streams are at 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern. So in Mountain Time, that's like 7 a.m. I would stream later, honestly. I would. Especially because I'm tired. But there's other things I want to do during the day. Because otherwise my stream ends at like noon. Then my wife and I have very limited time at that point to go do our own thing on Saturdays. Because I don't want to take up the whole Saturday with my stream, you know. That would be rather selfish of me. So yeah, I stream at 8 o'clock Central. And I'm going to see you fellas later. I'm going to remove my armors because it's a beautiful spring day. And there's probably no creepers going to sneak up on me. Maybe. Let me just check around the building just in case. Just kind of take a look around. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, where's the button? Oh, remove this. Alright, I want to thank you guys very much for coming to this stream. I know it's so sad, so sad. I am crying literal tears right now. You can't see them or hear them or even hear them in my voice, but believe me, the tears are flowing. I am so sad. Um, we will be so back one day. Yes, yes, at the end of time or something. Anywho, uh, yeah, thanks for coming to the stream. And if you enjoyed it, I'll help you hit that like button or maybe even that subscribe button. It'd be pretty darn cool. And if you're really into what I'm doing around here, there is, in fact, a Patreon link in the description that you can click at your own discretion. But if not, either way, I look forward to seeing you next time when we do some more block game stuff. Also, I have a personal website. It's linked in the description. It's like a new thing I'm doing. There's not much to see yet, but I'm working on it. It's a little project I'm just doing and stuff. And, yeah. This has been Steelcat, and I am out. Goodbye. Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.